Right. Well, we're going to go for another shuffle today. That's the Loch Creran bridge. Oban on the left, Fort William on the right. That's the inner basin. We are going up Creach Beinn, up this relatively new path. I think it's just an estate track. I don't think there's much forestry up here, at least higher up. And it's steep. I had considered bringing my bike. I'm very glad I didn't. Far too steep for a bike. Looks like the cloud is down to about 400 metres, maybe even less. So I thought I'd get a few shots in before it all disappears. Now, that hill in the distance there, it's just the other side of the Creran Narrows. I think it's that Corbett that stands on its own. Can't remember its name. Looks a nice hill. And here's the ridge. Now I was thinking of descending down that ridge, this spur here, but maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have a look higher up, but it doesn't look particularly runnable in descent or ascent. Right, head down. Let's get on. Right, gonna put you away. Well, we're just at the bottom of the cloud here. The path is still quite relentless. There's been a few flatter bits. I still don't think I'd have done much more than push a bike up here. Not done much running. This is getting towards now the top of the Bheinn, and I think you can just now see the path that we take when we cut off. Oh, there's that wishful looking, wishful seeing. Quite an interesting wood crag. Sections of good rock separated by choss. That ridge on the far right though, that's just in the sun, just in the cloud, which is glistening with wet, looks quite interesting. Right. Now there's the path, or the track, goes right the way up there. Now just before we get to the top of the Bheinn, it's supposed to be turning to the right. Keep an eye open for it. I can just feel the mist at the moment. It's not making an impact on the water, the surface of the water, but you can just feel it. I think it's just blown mist. Right, put you away. Well, that's the last look at the top end of Loch Creran with the track. And that's the top just there, there's Bheinn. We step into the Munro there, but we're going this way. We're going this way. On one of these classic, enormous Corbett tracks. Look at that. Foot erosion at its best. I have to steer a course here between keeping my feet reasonably dry and not going too far off course, because I'm expecting any minute that the clag's going to come right in. It's looking down towards top of Etted, which we can see just there, and that's looking across to what would be Ventriloquin, and then the Starov group behind. But not today. Not today. Right. Can you see it? See the track? Just going up there. Let's go and see what it's like. Oh, the cloud is sort of breaking up. I don't know whether we'll get much of a view, but we can certainly see Loch Etted. It's one of those confusing tops, isn't it? I'm sure on a clear day it'll be easy to decide which is the summit. But here we go today. This one, or is it one along there? I think what I'll do is I'll get the map out and have a look. But I'm going to sit down and have something to eat first. The cloud certainly makes it look more inspiring. I'll find somewhere to sit down here. That's where we came from. That's Ventriloquin. It's Glen Etted. There is the trip point. Somebody there. Loch Creran. That's the Creran Bridge. Just to the north of it is Loch Creran Inn, which is a very nice place. I'm just trying to work out. Oh, that's the Long Island of Lismore, isn't it? Yes, that's Long Island, yes. So behind it must be the Glamadale Horseshoe Hills. That's the one with the wreckage of the Voodoo, the US Voodoo aircraft on it, which at the time caused a real hoo-ha. It was in the 50s, I think, and I think it may have been carrying a live nuclear missile because the entire area was shut down and a massive recovery operation was limited. I believe it was of the area of fly-by-wire, and they had to make some changes after that because the program, if it was a program, was not scanning far enough ahead to make the turns, as it were. So the poor pilot ended up crashing his aircraft, or rather the computer crashed his aircraft for him. Long Island is Lismore. Just trying to think, right on the right hand end there. I think that's... But for those of people who are going to come up and do this hill and haven't done it before, that is the top of the pass just up there, and this represents a relatively new track. This is the old track here, so really just where we cross the burn, and that is the, if you like, the shortcut. Just knocks off the end of that burn, that shoulder. However, I'm not actually sure how much you gain, because you end up climbing steep grass as opposed to going that way, walking up the track and then coming along the tops, which is much easier, but perhaps a little bit longer. The right hand end, that little island there, I think that's Balnagowan Island, which means there's the marina tucked in there somewhere, I believe. Of course, that's the Sound of Mull. No, it's not, it's the Linn of Lorne. Sound of Mull is up at the top end there, very where that pointy bit peeks out, I think. Just check the map on that though. So turning right up here off the Linn of Lorne, you get up to Fort William. Turning left, you go down to Oban, or up the Sound of Mull. Going back to that bridge there, I'm trying to remember if the old railway crossed that bridge. In fact, I think that was it, wasn't it? That was actually a railway bridge. There was no cars on that bridge, and it was repurposed when the railway was decommissioned. It's a great shame that those little railways were decommissioned. They're the sort of thing that would have been a great pull nowadays, when it's so hard to travel with cars, so hard to find parking anyway, cost of fuel. So these hills are not looking quite as formidable with the mist having lifted. They were quite foreboding really, coming up here with the mist. They look much bigger than they really were. I'm going to put you away now.